Hello, Ydyala. Hello, Alejandra.
I know, I'm so anxious. These type of things.
Don't be anxious. No, you look great.
Yes, I know that it should be a very nice opportunity, but you know.
Yes, it's just relaxing. No, don't worry. No, you did it perfectly in class. No, so you won't have any problem. You look very nice today, very up to the occasion. No, very nice. No.
Hi, Ydyala. Good afternoon.
Hi, Aleja. Thanks for joining.
Of course, I want to know everything about Mexico.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to give you information, interesting information about Mexico.
Okay, for sure. Excellent. Hi, Ernesto. How are you?
Hi, Alejandra. How are you?
Fine. Yes, we are fine. We are walking into the National Mall again.
All right.
But till when have you been in Bogota?
No, Ydyala, we traveled last July 24. Last 8 days before we traveled to Washington. So we are now here.
In Washington again?
Yeah.
At home.
Yes.
For
What is the weather?
Hot.
Very hot.
Yeah, very hot. But it's okay. I like it because in a couple of months, it will be really, really cold. So
it will be your first winter.
Yeah, my first winter. I have to
Aleja,
save calories.
we are planning to go to Miami on la semana de receso. The next, yes. But I'm thinking about to go to the beach, but I'm not pretty sure if beaches
are open.
Yes,
yes,
by the autumn season.
Ah, okay, yeah, but I suppose that in Miami, it's it's forever the spring. I suppose that no.
Yeah, I suppose exactly the same, but I'm not pretty sure. So, but yes, the next destination
is Miami. So
yes, because I have a problem with Lucia. Lucia had the visa since she was a child, a baby, baby, and she has never been in the United States. So I need a stamp.
Nice. Really nice to do it. I can ask my aunt because she lives in La Florida, so I can check how is the weather.
Hi, my dear sister Margarita.
Hi, sister. Hi, sister.
I love you both. Thanks for joining.
No, of course. I'm also your sister.
Yes.
Sisters Pava Katakoli.
Yeah.
Katakoli Pava.
Yeah. I deserve to be her sister because she say me a lot of things.
No. You are as our sister.
Yeah, I know it.
You know that.
Yeah, thank you.
And I am your second father.
No? Okay, thank you, Ernesto.
Ydyala, so I can ask my aunt and tell you if how is the weather at that time, okay?
Okay. Yes, perfect. We will go with my mom, Lucia, Emmanuel, and a friend of mine that she needs also the stamp in the visa. And you know, Miami is the nearest, in October.
Yeah. Okay.
The second week in October.
Okay.
Very nice.
8 to
The
18.
rest week. The rest
I
week of school.
Yes, but it's
in Colombia.
between October
Yes, only in
8.
Colombia. It's a recess. I know. Well, yes,
Recess. It's a recess in Colombia.
recess.
Recess in Colombia. Because in the United States, they have the Thanksgiving break. No, the university and the school, they have the Thanksgiving break, but it's in November.
Yes, by the end of November.
By the end of November. No, so they have a whole week. So Max is going to be free for 1 week during Thanksgiving. No? So it will be very nice. And maybe
You should be prepared, Aleja.
maybe Alejandra could come to Miami and visit you guys in Miami.
Yes, I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
Yes, maybe I can do it. If yeah, I will check the flights and how much are. But if you receive me, for sure I will be there.
Yeah.
Ydyala.
Alejandra is our current ambassador in the United States.
Oh no. No,
She will go
no.
to meet us. You see? No.
I will try to do the best, but I
Aleja,
actually am not.
just for your validation and the dates are from October 11th to October 18th.
Okay.
And we are
yeah.
thinking to go to any park or something like that. We are thinking about it, but you know, but it's
it will be great, Ydyala. It will be
Yes,
an
yes.
excellent flight, an excellent trip. And if Alejandra can come, she will be there. No?
yes,
No?
would be great.
Alejandra, don't forget to call Mark. He's your friend. He can help you anytime you want, okay? No, you can call him anytime, especially if you're going to New York. All right?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I wrote him this morning and he sent me an answer. So thank you, Ernest. Yeah.
Hey, you
Thank
see? You see? That's great. You don't need me.
you. Thank you.
Excellent. That's great. Okay. Okay. Now we are more people here. So let's greet everyone. Hi, Juliana. Juliana, there? No, she's not there. Ah,
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Juliana.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, fine, thank you. A little bit anxious, but your father said that please don't be anxious, but
No,
I'm anxious.
don't be anxious.
How about you? You're going to do it just great. Just believe in yourself and that's it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I hope that you really enjoy this forum.
Yes, of course.
I prepare for all of you.
I am completely sure. Okay, here is Juan Manuel. How are you?
Hi everyone, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks for joining. Hello, Juan David, how are you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ernesto. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Okay, thanks for coming. Hi, Giovanni, how are you?
Hi, Ernesto and everyone.
Hi, Giovanni.
Okay, and Ana or Mile and Alejandro, how are you? Hi, it's Alejandro.
Hey, I'm fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, nice to have you here, all of you. Thanks for coming. Okay, we know each other already. No, there's no new people, no new faces. So we can get you guys know Ydyala, no? And she's been studying with me for 3 months, and she's a very nice person, and she did a very good preparation for this forum. Okay, so please pay attention. She's going to give you some tips about, hi, Mile, how are you?
Now,
Hi, how are you, everyone?
Okay, as I was saying, Ydyala is going to give some tips. She loves to travel like most of us, no? She's giving some tips. And also she's going to talk to us about her last trip to Mexico, to Yucatan and Cancun. It was a great trip. That was like 1 month ago, more or less. So she's going to be telling you, so please, if you have questions, ask questions. No, if you want to make an observation or whatever about whatever you know about Mexico, you're welcome to do it. Okay, so Ydyala, thanks for coming. No, so from now on, the forum is yours.
Okay, thank you.
Share
Thank you,
the screen.
Ernesto. Yes, thanks for joining to my forum. I happy to be here with you. The idea is to share with you all some information about Mexico. And as Ernesto mentioned, information about Yucatan and very special places that we visit with my family. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Please let me know when you can see. You can see?
Yes, we can.
My screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Perfect. Well, the topics we will talk about today is about my last experience in Mexico. I copy the traveler's trivia that Juan Manuel did in the last forum. I really like it, so I decided to include included the same exercise in my presentation and some tips for travelers. All the photos you can see in this presentation are from my family in Mexico. This is my nephew and my daughter in Cenote. Okay. Ahead, I'm going to explain you something about cenotes and all of that. Okay. Well, we had been in Mexico for 2 weeks. In the first week, we visit the Ciudad de Mexico, Puebla, and Cholula. And the second week, we went to Peninsula Yucatan, Cancun. It's most known as Cancun or Playa del Carmen. In Ciudad de Mexico, we visit the Museo Nacional de Antropologia. First of all, I want to know who of you had been visit Mexico. Alejandro, have you ever been in Alejandra? Sorry, have you ever been in Mexico?
Yes, I was, but just in Cancun. So I am not sure if, no, yes, I knew Cancun. Yeah, yes, Cancun, yes.
Okay, yes, Cancun is a very common place for romantic getaways. Juan David, have you ever been in Mexico or Cancun or any city or state in Cancun?
Can you hear me properly?
Right, yes, in this moment, yes.
No, I haven't visited Mexico yet. We're planning with my family to go in January next year, but we don't know. It's just something that we are expecting for.
Okay, so my forum will be so useful for you. I hope so. Juan Manuel?
No, I haven't.
Been in Mexico? Oh, very good.
No, I haven't.
I really like that because it makes more interesting my presentation. Giovanni, have you ever been in Mexico?
No, Ydyala, not yet.
Very good. Giuliana?
No, never. I haven't been there, but I have a lot of friends in Mexico and they told me that it's really, really pretty. So I hope to travel there one day.
So you don't need be worried about the homestay. So
exactly, yes.
It's a very good. It's very nice. Alejandro, Ana Milena.
We don't know Mexico.
We didn't travel to Mexico now yet.
Well, I hope that once I finish my presentation, all of you decided to go to Mexico. I
Okay.
know, Margarita, have you ever been in Mexico?
Yes, I was in Mexico, in Mexico City at 2013 in business travel, but I could know different places in Mexico City.
Okay, very nice.
I went to alone without my
In
family.
a solo plan. This type of, well, ahead we will talk about the travel style. Okay. And Ernesto, have you ever been in Mexico?
Well, yes, I've been in Mexico many years ago because my godfather, he was Italian, but he lived all his life in Mexico. No, he used to also work for the Italian embassy, like my father. And for 2 or 3 opportunities, he invited me, and I was in Mexico but it was a very long time ago. So I'm going to get to know everything again.
Very nice, very nice. Thanks for your answers. Okay, well, the places we visit, well, the first thing is we went with my brother-in-law, my daughter, and my nephew. Okay. My brother-in-law was in representation of my sister. Okay. So the first place we went was Museo Nacional de Antropología. I consider this was a very smart decision because in Museo Nacional de Antropología, you can know Mexico as a whole and understand the culture, understand the places, and understand the history. But the most important was for us was the mammoth fossils, because there is a very special place to see the fossil, and you can see the real size of the mammoth. Okay. Another thing you can see in Museo Nacional de Antropología is the reconstruction of the first women found. Is an Australopithecus afarensis. Okay, is a woman 120 centimeters. You can imagine, as seems like a small monkey. But the funniest part with this girl is her name is Lucy. So my daughter was so happy to see that the first woman is called Lucy. We went to Castillo de Chapultepec. In Castillo de Chapultepec, you can see all the information about barrels, and you can understand the division between United States and Mexico. Mexico was bigger than currently, or than now. They lost around 3 states: Texas, Los Angeles, all of the southeast part of United States were from Mexico. Okay, but they lost all of this part. And in Castillo de Chapultepec, you can see all the history about these barrels and all of that. And there is a history about the young soldiers, because there were a battle. This place, a specific battle, was taken when this place were a school, a military school for young men. Okay, and the opposite warriors arrived, and all of these children, because all of them were children, have to fight to defend the city. And so for children, see this information was very, very nice, because is the way to see how can you do that when you are a child. Okay. Palacio de Bellas Artes is a very nice place. You can visit in 1 hour, no more than 1 hour. It is not the same with Museo Nacional or Castillo de Chapultepec. Palacio de Bellas Artes is smaller. And what is very nice in this place, you can see the murals of Diego Rivero or Siqueiros, all of these important artists, the last century, the past century. Okay. And the other beautiful thing in Palacio de Bellas Artes is the entire place is covered by marble. It's made of marble. Okay. And my favorite is Frida Kahlo's. I love Frida Kahlo's, but this place is not for everybody. It depends if you like Frida Kahlo's, because it's her house, her clothes, her places. So for that reason, it depends if you like it. In fact, we went only with Lucia because my brother-in-law and Emmanuel said, no, please, no more museums. Thank you. So we went, Lucia and myself only. Cultural and religious places, they have a lot of these type of places. As per the recommendation of Carolina is one classmate for us. She recommended the Turibus. Turibus is the best option to visit and to know all important places in Ciudad de Mexico. For example, Paseo La Reforma is an avenue, and in the middle of the is quite similar to Los Héroes in the Calle 80, in the street 80. So it is not the place you want to see, but when you see the news, for example, in Mexico, most of the views are in this place, in the Paseo de la Reforma. So, but you can visit in Turibus. She recommended me, and I recommend you Turibus. They have around 4 circuits, and with these circuits you can visit Basilica, Paseo La Reforma, and all the monuments they have, and you can visit without go to the specific place. But it took 1 day. It's important to know. You took the Turibus, but you need the entire day to visit all the places, just to be sure. Okay. We went to Pyramids of Tertiwakan. Is around 64 kilometers northwest to Mexico. So you need to go there with an special, with additional booking. The place was created around 200 years before Christ. It's a very special place, is because you can see the Maya and the Azteca culture. There you can find the pyramids of the moon and the sun, and between them there is avenue of the dead. Okay. As you may probably know, the Mayans and the Aztec and all the tribes in America were polytheists, so they follow a lot of gods. Okay. Is everything clear so far? Do you have any question? Something to know? Okay.
Questions?
You can interrupt me at any moment. Don't worry about that. We found handcrafts, very special handcrafts. I love Puebla handcrafts. It's like a ceramic, very beautiful, very colorful ceramic. In San Angel, this is another place that Carolina recommended me. In this place, you can find handcrafts, and it's a very special to have a very good food, a national food. It's like a Usaquén. It's quite similar to Usaquén in Bogota. And Ciudadela, it's a very special place, and you can find all of the handcrafts in Mexico. Not only Puebla, you can find handcrafts made in all the states in Mexico. This is another place that she recommended me. This is in town city. Okay. Another place we went was African safari. This is like this is the picture was taken in African safari, the second one. The first one and the last one is in Castillo de Chapultepec. Place is beautiful. It's really beautiful. And the second one is in African safari. Puebla is, let me check the distance. But we went there in a bus. You have to have you need a car to visit the place. But the most I like for this place is the number of animals, of every kind of animals. I mean, I'm talking about 10 elephants, 12 or 12 elephants, around 20 lions, female and male lions, hyenas, and you can see outside you. It's very nice place. Puebla is very cold place, and we only took clothes for summer. So this is a bad situation, and my recommendation is to review the weather of the place you will visit, just to be sure that you have the appropriate clothes. Okay. But the place, I recommend the place, but I recommend to review the travel. And because when we went there, we went in an Uber, and they don't have private vehicles. Oh, well, they have it, but the amount was around 2,000 Mexican pesos for each. So it was impossible. And the guy that went us to this place, we have to pay to him around 300 Mexican pesos for the four. So, but we were lucky because this guy helped us. So it's important to plan in advance, just to be sure that you have the traveling to visit the place. Okay. And Cholula, in Cholula, we went there to have our lunch. Place is famous because they mentioned that they have 365 churches. It's not true. They have 286, but it is a lot because the place is very small. So they can say that they have a church per each square, something like that. And they have the worldwide highest pyramid, even than Giza. It's a very important information. Giza has 2,005,000 cubic meters, and Cholula has Cholula pyramid, okay, has 4,005,000 cubic meters. So Mexico has the worldwide highest pyramid. We didn't visit there, okay. Food, well, you can find a lot of tortillas. All of them are made of corn. You can find a small, big, and all of them is filled from pork, or you decide. You can eat in Mexico pork in the all parts of pork. When I said all parts, it's all parts. Cachete, ojo, tripa, whatever you want, you can try. Okay. Pozole is a very famous dish. This is a gastronomy information. Pozole is quite similar to los callos. I forget garbanzos con callo. So it's quite similar.
Menudo.
Sorry?
Menudo.
Menudo. Exactly. Thank you. And this specific dish is named chile en nogada. I like it. I'm going to explain what is chile en nogada. Chile en nogada is a festive dish in the colors of the Mexican flag. It is a pepper filled of turkey, stuffed with turkey picadillo, and is covered by a creamy walnut sauce. And it has pomegranate seeds and parsley. So when you see the dish, is like a sandwich, but it is a pepper, and fully covered by this sauce. White is its color, and covered by seeds, red seeds, and parsley. Okay, and for that reason they say that it looks like the Mexican flag. It's a cold dish and is sweet and salt.
It wasn't spicy?
Yes. And mildly spicy. Mildly spicy. But you have tried. Well, I like it, but well, I don't like too much the mix between salt and sweet. But it's this dish looks like very beautiful. Okay. Well, this is about the chile en nogada. It's a very common in the national fest. Okay. And mole, my nephew try mole. I just try a little piece, and it's like no, I don't like too much. But and drinks, you know, I know that probably you will ask me about tequila. Well, we went on a familiar trip, so we didn't try, but we try horchata and flor de Jamaica all the time. Okay.
Ydyala, which was your favorite food?
Tortillas. And one day we went to the town. You can find tortillas from 9 pesos and 90 pesos, Mexican pesos. But the most we like were the tortillas of 9 pesos. And my nephew start. Please give me one of, they are very small, around 10 centimeters per diameter. And they are, all of them are fully of, depends, you decide. And he asked, please give me one of cachete. Oh, cachete. And we ask, Emmanuel, do you like it? Yes, yes. Please give us one of cachete. He tried cachete, tripa, campechano, well, but all of them are made of pork.
Okay, and have you like see any restaurant here in Bogota with like the same style of Mexican food?
Well, I been in La Vecindad.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like it, and food is quite similar. Yes, but I went another place that I really don't think that the food is quite similar. But I like it, La Vecindad, and I consider that this restaurant is quite similar to Mexican food.
Okay, because I don't know, a person a long time ago told me that there is a restaurant which is called Don Clemente, I think. And well, he told me that this restaurant, the food was really similar to how it is served in Mexico.
Don Clemente?
Yeah.
No, I never been there. But well, I take notes to visit. And
okay.
That one, that Don Clemente is in Bogota?
Yes.
Yeah, there is in, well, there used to be one, I'm not sure if it is still there, in the 70 something with 11 in la calle 72. No, it's quite north. It is like 77, I think, with Carrera 11.
Ernesto, what the point is well, for example, in Bogota, we went to a Peruvian restaurant or Mexican restaurant or Arabian restaurant, but food isn't a real Mexican or Peruvian, or it's quite complicated to find the real taste. Yes, and I consider that that La Vecindad could say my food is quite similar, the taste is quite similar to Mexico, but I never tried in Don Clemente, so we have to visit there. Okay.
Yeah, I highly recommend it to you. It's, well, I like it a lot. So if you enjoy having tortillas, I think that is a good place to go.
And is expensive?
No, not that much.
Oh, okay.
But Ydyala, I have a question about it. What is the main differences in the real Mexican food between international food you can offer in Colombia, for example?
The ingredients and the sauce.
The sausage.
Yes, you cannot find the same sauce, the same sauces. Sauce.
Yes, for example, I think in Colombia the most important ingredient is the la salsa de la
guacamole.
No, in Colombia. For example, in Colombia, I think the most representative mean sausage is tomato and I forget it. Why?
Guiso?
Yeah,
Guiso.
guiso. Yeah, it represents all of our fruit.
Hogao.
Logao, logao. That's right.
Hogao.
That's right, logao. In Mexico, what is the main ingredient? What is the main vegetable? I don't know what.
Chile.
Pink
Chile, peppers. You can
Okay.
find all of type of peppers, all of size, and you can find mild, high. Well, you can find a lot of peppers. Yes. A small one, bigger one. For example, chile en nogada is a pepper, a big pepper. Okay, and for that reason, most of food are spicy and are spicy. Yes. When you don't like too much the spicy food, you can suffer. It is a fact. And you can get sick easily.
I think I will suffer a lot because I think I is not don't like. I think I have a little bit allergy.
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 Spicy allergy?
Allergy?
No, yeah, a little bit allergy.
Well, but
you can try tequila instead.
Ernesto, we are talking about gastronomy.
Okay.
No, but and I cannot see. I couldn't see too many places. Well, you can find tortillas in every square. Okay, and not burritos, for example. We tried only once a burrito, but it was the most spicy. Terrible, terrible.
Carolina, excuse me, Carolina was telling me, Carolina is the student, my student also, that she lives in Mexico. She's Colombian. And she was telling me that burritos is an American invention. It's not Mexican. They were invented in Texas or in California, something like that. No, it's not a Mexican food. People think that, oh, burrito supremo. No, that's American food. But of course, it's associated to Mexico, right?
Right. Yes, you cannot find burritos easily. But tortillas, yes.
And everything goes with chipotle?
No, you can decide if you add chipotle or any sausage. You decided. But they cooked the pork with onions. And obviously these onions give some spicy to the pork. So you cannot add any additional sausage, but at the end tortillas are mildly spicy because they cooked them with the onions, and not one onions, a lot of onions. So for that reason, at the end, all the food are spicy. Okay. Okay.
Yala, Mile has a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Ydyala, what is horchata? Is a juice?
It's a drink made of rice. No. It's like an avena, oat. It's white. And at the end you can find like small pieces of oat. It's not oat. I forgot. No es maíz. No.
Is similar to shampoo, caleño?
I never tried the shampoo, caleño. But it's like an oatmeal. oat milk.
Similar to Masato?
Yes, it's more similar than Masato. Well, because
Okay.
Masato, I tried Masato, so I can't talk about Masato. But yes, it's
Alcohol?
no.
No.
Please remember that we went with
Okay.
my my family
Family plan.
No alcohol. That's right.
without.
Okay.
The only we tried with alcohol was a beer, just a beer.
Thanks.
But yes, it's like an oat. It's quite similar, not quite similar, because it's very liquid. But at the end, you can find, I don't know how to say more, más espesa,
Denser.
denser. And flor de Jamaica, you know what is the flor de Jamaica?
Yes, yes.
They talk about that there are two teams. People who tried horchata don't like flor de Jamaica, or vice versa. But we tried both.
You like it?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I like it. I liked both.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Peninsula Yucatan. I talk about Peninsula Yucatan. We arrived to Cancun. But we booked in Playa del Carmen. We arrived at midnight. We spent around 1 hour to finish the rent-a-car contract. Okay, an important thing. When we arrived to Mexico, we bought a SIM card, 15 days SIM card with all minutes, internet, all of that. And we download Uber. And we moved in Uber. It's the best option. Please don't use taxis. We took only one taxi, and terrible. The man, yes, was terrible. The best option, yes. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
What it is, no taxis?
They are not very nice people. Well, they are very nice, but they cobran.
They charge.
They charge more than the, well, we moved. I'm going to explain you, Mile, just to we took Uber all the time, okay? And the minimal charge was around 40 Mexican pesos, and the highest fare we had was around 150 Mexican pesos from the place we booked to the airport. Okay, this was the highest fare we had, and the only taxi we took was around. We know that the charge must be the minimal fare, and this guy charged us 270 Mexican pesos.
Wow. I understand.
So my recommendation is, please buy a SIM card and download Uber. Is the best option. Okay. And we booked an Airbnb because, well, for me, it depends on the travel style you prefer, but I prefer to do the breakfast at home, quite similar to my home, at the dinner. It helps to reduce the cost. Okay. But if you want to be served all-inclusive plan. It's very nice too. Okay. In Peninsula Yucatan, we arrived at midnight, 1 hour to finish the process to the rent a car. And from Cancun to Playa del Carmen is 1 hour, a very straight avenue. And we were exhausted, really exhausted. So what is another important thing to consider? The distance between the places, the time you arrival, and well, fortunately, my brother-in-law is not too sleepy as myself. So because I'm very sleepy, and this time for me, it's terrible to take a car, really. So he had to drive from Cancun to Playa del Carmen. Okay. The places we went. This is the fish therapy. I love trying new things, and and everything that I can remember later is my best option. Okay. Fish therapy is, well, the name of the fish are garrarufa. This box is full of garrarufa fish, and they eat the dead skin cells. You can see the face of Lucia. She was so scared, but you only feel like a little electricity, but it's very small sensation. But you need to be quiet, and because if you move your body or your feet a lot, well, the fish gone out. Okay, so I have to explain, Lucia, please stay quiet, calm, and enjoy the situation. But it was so complicated. But this plan is very nice, especially for us, for women, obviously. Emmanuel and Francisco didn't like it, so he had to wait for us. The cenotes. We visit a lot of cenotes. It's a very nice places. This is one of them. You can find caverns, underground rivers, baths, and in this place they have a lot of baths. Okay. What is a cenote? For Mayan, it's a very sacred place, and they said that this place was the entrance to the underworld. Okay. The fact is that a meteorite arrived to the Peninsula Yucatan, and there is a very big holes, and these holes are full of water, underground rivers, and rainy water. Okay. There is well, we have two engineers, Aleja and I suppose I'm not pretty sure if there are more engineers, but there is a mix between, it's a chemical reaction, carbon dioxide, and well, there is a lot of information about cenotes, but places are beautiful. The only recommendation is, well, when you have allergies or you are sensitive skin or something like that, it's complicated because you can get a rash.
Mhm.
I get one, but well, it is the only situation, especially for sensitive skins. and you try and you need to the chaleco,
Life vest.
life chest from the other people. So in this time, well, but this is the only, but places are beautiful, colors are beautiful. No, I recommend to go there. But if you have sensitive skin, you need to be
Careful.
careful. Exactly. Beaches, they have a very beautiful beaches. The first day we went to Playa del Carmen, but unfortunately, this beach, all of the beaches were fully covered by sargassum. Sargassum is a type of a sea sweet, a brown sea sweet. And the problem with this sargassum is if the sargassum is went out of the sea, and for that reason, they start to decompose, the process of decomposition, and it smells horrible. It smells like a rotten eggs. So beaches are beautiful, but when you see the beaches fully covered by this brown sargassum, it's terrible. We started to walk around the beach, and we saw a wedding. And I thought, I think it's incredible. I cannot imagine how much they paid for this very special wedding. And you can imagine this date, and every place smells to rotten eggs. I suppose they couldn't have a refund, and the invites, and they, well. So it is very important if you are going to plan your wedding, revisit the place and all of that. Okay.
That was like a prediction, a signal. You can know.
I love you. Yes, this is the first signal. We are joking, obviously. Okay. Another place we were. For that reason, we booked a plan to Isla Mujeres. Very beautiful place, so recommended. Beach is absolutely white, and it's around 3 kilometers of beach, so you can enjoy it's incredible. You can find 3 kilometers of beach, but you don't move from the same place, but you have 3 kilometers to make a very nice walk and see. It's beautiful. So recommended this place, Isla Mujeres. I suppose Playa del Carmen is so nice, but my experience was the sargassum, so it complicates. And Cancun. Cancun is they have very nice beaches, but the problem is so crowded, and we went in the middle of the pandemic. So Cancun, we prefer not to stay too much time in Cancun, because most of people visit Cancun at this time were infected with COVID. So we prefer to just to see, but not to stay a long time in there. Okay. The other very nice plan in Mexico is the Scarlet Experience. They have around five or six parks. All of them are thematic parks. The most important is the Scarlet one. At the end of the day, you can see a parade. Nothing to invite to the American parks. Very nice parks. We went to two parks of Scarlet. The first one was Scarlet. I recommended Scarlet and explore, but they have extenses. Exhale is more than, for example, Juliana will love Exhale because Exhale is for teenagers. So I suppose you will enjoy this place. Explore is more than Cenote or, well, Juan David will also love Exhale. Xhal. We decided explore is cenotes by artificial cenotes, and they have 7 zip lines circuits. I like the zip line, and my nephew was a little bit afraid at the first one, but at the end he said, "Aunt, I love this place. I'm not anymore scared about the zip lines," and he loved it. So I love this place for this reason. But you can decide. They have package and they have a lot of parks, and depends on what you want to do in Mexico. But I recommend, because these places, these parks doesn't have any to invite to Magic Kingdom, Universal Kingdom, all of that. Okay. And the last place I recommend, and for that reason, it was a very smart decision to book the Airbnb in Playa del Carmen, is Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This picture was taken there. We went in the middle of the ball game camp. The game is Pocatoc, but well, you can see the sack place, you can see the pyramid. Pyramid is very beautiful. You can see I recommend to book a guide. If you don't book a guide, this place could be only ruins. So you need someone that explain you the place, for what reason this place is important, and to explain and to travel into the time just to understand what happened there. Okay. The Pocatoc is the ball game. For us, I consider that for us it was the best nice explanation and the place. But most of the people explain the pyramid. The pyramid is the most important place, obviously, in the place. And you can, the guide explain you, if you stand in a very specific place, you can see the serpent through the pyramid, and you can see that. And this guy explained us about the quetzal. It's a bird sound, and he explained us the way that it's not the priest, obviously is another name, but priest, you understand me. This person was stand up at the top, and he started to call people through this sound. And the people who loves music and the sounds and autophilia, all of that, I suppose they love the place because the acoustic of the place is very interesting thing in this place, in the pyramid. Okay. And the ball game, is two teams. You can, I'm not pretty sure if you can see, but at this place there is a circle, and in this platform there was a captain of each team. This is one platform and the other platform, and the team sent the ball and hit the ball with the hips, only with the hips, not arms, not feet, only the hips. And once they took the ball, they tried to hit in and to put the ball into this hole. Obviously, you can see the place, but it's huge. The place is huge. Okay. Do you have any question? The goal of this ball game is to hit the rubber ball into the stone hoop. We love the place and all of that. Okay. Do you have any question? Something additional to know about this this experience in Peninsula Yucatan? No. Okay. Okay. Well, I promise you. This is a Cenote. As Juan Manuel did, I prepared this trivia. What was the most visited museum in 2020? For example, Ana Milena. What was the most visited museum in 2020 in Ciudad de Mexico? What do you think?
Museo Nacional de Arqueología.
Yes, de Antropología.
Eso, Antropología.
You win. You have a point. 1 point. 1 point for Ana Milena. Okay. When did Mexico DF change its name to Ciudad de México? For example, Giovanni. Just a year. Just try to guess. No.
Maybe, I don't know exactly, but I think 4 years ago.
4 years. 20.
18.
Very close.
17, 18.
2018. Anybody else? Just to try the year? Juan Manuel?
Try. The price is one trip to Peninsula.
No, one entrance to the Scarlet experience. all of you. Well, it was in January 29th, 2016. Okay. And it was the idea was to decentralize the power, and the Ciudad de Mexico is the new state number 32. Okay. Well, we cannot find, we don't have a lot of time. How many cenotes you can find in the Peninsula of Yucatan? Just a number.
More than 5,000. A lot of cenotes.
Very good, Margarita. More than 6,000. Okay. Was there any close association of sacrifice and the ball game? Juliana, what do you think about it?
Yes, I think it was a close association of sacrifice.
Yes, they love decapitate people.
Yes. like the lottery. Like the lottery,
like
the story.
Yes, exactly. And they loved removal of the heart also. This is another way to sacrifice people. Okay, what is the most important item to consider in any trip planning? Juan David. What do you consider is the most important item to consider in any trip planning? Okay, Aleja.
Alejandra? What, they lost connection or what?
Well, Ernesto, what is the most important item to consider in any trips planning?
Well, I guess besides the money, camera.
Okay, okay. And what's the most popular travel destination in 2020 around the world?
In 2020, Cartagena de Indias.
Around the world?
Mexico, no?
No,
Paris?
no. Seoul, Korea. The second was Tokyo, Japan. And the third one, Tel Aviv. So we have 3 new places to know. And so just to finish my presentation, because I know that we are at 6. Well, what is the most important trips for travelers? The travel budget. Yes, money, it's very important. Do you need to know how much do you need to go there? If you need to get a credit cards, local currency, all of that, okay? Decide on travel style. You need to decide if you will go solo with your family, friends, or just a romantic getaway, or groups. Groups is another way to travel. Define the place and gather documentation. Okay, you need to know what is the weather, what is the proper season to travel. If you like crowd places, there is no problem. But if you don't like too much the lines and all of that, you need to review what is the best season to go to this place. In this time of pandemic, it's very important to know what is the recommendation about documentation. If you need a test, the COVID test, the green passport, all the visas, and I really recommend a travel insurance in all cases. Okay, you can use the credit card insurance. It's very important to choose activities and experiences. All of these iconic places you have to visit. It's very important to consider, and to consider among all of the people you will go. Okay, because the idea is to ensure that all of people who you are travel with enjoy the experience, the trip. Okay, and the most important is enjoy it. Bad things can happen, but the idea is to plan in advance, just to be sure that you can manage the situation and not to avoid or to waste your time in this specific place. Okay, this is all the information I want to give you about my last trip in Mexico, and the tips I consider is very important for you. What is your next destination? My next destination, well, it's not the next destination, it's more my dream place to go, is the Northern Lights. I need to organize, to plan a very nice trip to this place. And what is your next destination? Think about it, and if it is Mexico, I will be so happy to help you and support what the information I already have. Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know if you have any question, comments, something to add.
Yes, we have questions. Okay, so let's begin with the questions. Who has questions, please? Ana, Mile, do you have a question? Alejandro, Juliana? Okay, let's begin with me. I have questions. Okay, the first question that I have for you, Ydyala, after congratulating you, because it was a very good presentation, very well explained, you feel really a big desire to travel to Mexico, and definitely if anyone is going from the group of students, the person to call is Ydyala. She will give the best information possible. So thank you very much. You did great. Okay, the first question.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do the Mexicans lost, how they lost all that land to the United States?
At the end, they decided to pass this land to United States. Quite similar to Panama at the end. But they at the beginning, they tried to fight for this land. It's a very important portion of land. They lost the entire northern part. But I consider at the end it was a political decision. Yes, yeah, because it sometimes it's better to give up.
Yes, to give up, not to fight.
Exactly.
Okay, and the other question that I have for you is, how is life in Mexico? Is it more expensive than Colombia or is cheaper?
It's more expensive. It's more expensive than in Colombia. 20 Mexican pesos is $1. And well, for Colombian, all countries are more expensive than us. It is a fact. Our money, our currency is too low in respect to the other currencies. The only way for us is to travel to Bolivia. It is a fact. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Giovanni, do you have a question, please?
Yes, I have a question. How do you feel the culture and customs? I think it's the same, no?
Yes, but I consider they are more respectful, they have more respect about their culture and their traditions, and they take advantage of these places. So you can find at any place people dancing the traditional dancings, okay? And the only place we have quite similar is La Candelaria, but it is not the same, okay? They know how to take advantage of their culture, well, they have one of the 7 words, wonder words. I consider we have a very nice places, but Mexican people know how to take advantage of their culture, the Aztecs, the Mayans, all of that. They receive money for that. So I consider we can take more advantage about our culture, our traditions. This is my opinion. It's my personal opinion, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Giovanni. Okay, Juliana, do you have a question, please?
Yes, Ydyala. Well, first I want to congratulate you because it was very, very interesting. I really love Mexico. As I told you, I have a lot of friends over there, and I think that Mexican people is very cool. Also, some places are just amazing, just the way you just showed us the places you visited with your family. Okay, so my question is that if you have the opportunity to return Mexico, you would do it? Like, I mean, because sometimes we just travel to a place and it's just a place to visit only once. But I want to know if you had that opportunity, if you could consider return to Mexico, or maybe to visit some other parts of Mexico.
Well, I consider there are a lot of places around the world to visit, and I have a entire list with pending places to visit. Probably Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Yes, just to know the places. For that reason, I prefer to go to the place and try to take advantage and to know the most I can. I don't return to Mexico for holidays because there are other places to visit. But it is a very nice place. I really like it, but I consider that there are another places that I have to know. It's just for that reason, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Juliana. Okay, Margarita.
Yes,
She knows everything.
Thank you, Edie, for your presentation. Was amazing. The tips was very important for us and for next destination. I have a question about the security. How do you feel with security in Mexico City? Was dangerous any places, or you feel secure?
It's quite similar to Bogota. It's quite similar to any capital city. I think that when you are in a capital city, you have to be conscious about your safety. We exchange money in a place, and they me robaron.
They
Robbed me 500 Mexican pesos. So exactly the same as in Bogota. Okay, so you need to be very focused to know that you are in a capital city. It is exactly the same in Paris. It's exactly the same in London. All capital cities, you need to be smart and to focus and to be pending all of our items. But in general terms, it's a very safe place to visit, and obviously I was with my family, so we never went out very late at night. Yes, but I consider it's exactly the same as Bogota.
Just don't give papaya.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Another question, Margarita, or that's it?
That's it. Thank you, Edie.
Thank you.
Alejandro, your turn.
Okay, Ydyala, I have a question. If you can to select only one thing, the best remember about your travel in Mexico, what is that?
Nice question.
Cenotes.
Cenote.
The cenotes. For me, was the best, even for the rash I had in my skin. But cenotes are really beautiful. I love natural places. Okay. It depends on the you prefer. What do you prefer? I love natural places, landscapes. I love that.
Okay, thank you.
Did you buy some souvenir?
Shopping. Did you do some shopping?
Yes. I bought around 15 Virgen de Guadalupe.
Okay.
All of them fully of holy water.
Okay.
I'm Catholic, and my mom recommend, and the teacher of Lucia also. Well,
Okay. When Alejo and me travel, we buy, how do you say, imanes para la nevera? El imán de la nevera.
Yes, advertising magnets.
Yes.
Magnets. Yeah.
For
magnets.
for
Yes,
place.
I love magnets also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I have a lot of. Well, I have a lot, but my dog reached the magnets and
Okay.
That's a
Thank you so much for talk about your experience in Mexico. Interesting travel.
thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much.
Ernest.
Before we go, don't forget next Sunday, Giovanni is going to finish his forum, because the last time we didn't have time to ask him questions about entrepreneurship. Okay, so is that okay, Giovanni, next Sunday at 5 p.m.?
Yeah, yep, it's okay.
Okay, so next Sunday at 5, we'll be here asking you some questions about your forum, and you're going to finish about it, okay? Okay, students, thank you very much. No, Ydyala, thank you. It was very nice, very good forum. I loved it. No, and I'll see you all in class this week. All right? So have a nice weekend, a nice Sunday, and I'll see you in class. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank
Ciao.
you, bye.
Bye-bye.